Good morning and welcome back again. So today we are going to start with the first lecture, first section in chapter 1. What we have here, we have the concept of something that we have. For example, we are following this book, just for information. We have some words, some concepts, some fundamental that as a key will give you the idea. Then later on we are going, maybe the other sections, section 3, 4, 5, we are going to use to manipulate with them, to play with them. As I told you, here we are starting with the logic. Logic has got own language, which as I told you is a math and computer language. We start with a proposition. The definition of proposition is what? Is something either, you can see I highlighted, either true or false. So if something is not true or false, we cannot decide it's true or false. It's not proposition. It's a sentence, it's a word, it's a statement. But when we say proposition, we have to have true or false. We have to decide at the end is true or false. During the exam, I'm not going to define the proposition, just to understanding. You good, guys? Good. So what we have here, we have the proposition. The either is true or false. For example, we say Washington, D.C. is the capital of the United States. Maybe true or false. We say, for example, true. We say Toronto is the capital of Canada. This is the statement. Okay? This is the word, like an English or a sentence. So when I see Toronto is not the capital of the Canada, I say it's false. So what we have? Proposition. Proposition, am I right? Proposition but true, proposition but false. Or maybe we have a math expression like 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. We say is true, right? Or we say 2 plus 2 is equal to what? Is equal to 1. Am I right? For example, we have something like that. So we say is true or false. We decide that one. So what we have, if 2 plus 2 is equal to 3, we say is false. So because I can decide is true or false, all of them are proposition. Did you get it, guys? Maybe you ask me, give an example about some sentence, argument, paragraph, text, which is not proposition. Here we are. What time is it? Can you decide is true or false? It's a question. So, or x plus 1 equal to, x plus 1 is equal to 2. We don't know true or false. We don't know. We cannot decide, right? We cannot decide true or false. Maybe both, maybe not, maybe none. So that's why we say all these one are not proposition. Did you get the idea of the word of proposition? What do we mean by proposition, guys? Sorry? You got it, guys? Good. This is the first thing that we have. Then sometimes you are using the letter for expression or a proposition. If I have two propositions, I don't say P1, P2. We have P, Q, R, S, okay? So when we use these words, means that we are dealing with a proposition. Like maybe mathematics proposition, maybe what do you call English lecture, like a statement, paragraph, whatever we have. Okay, now, first concept that we get from here after proposition is what? Negation. In such lectures, we can write like that, negation of P. For example, if I say 1 plus 1 equal to 2, I see this is my proposition, which is true. When I say negation of P, means that make this one to be false. And negation of true was equal to false. Okay, guys? Understood? So here we are. Sometimes in some books we have something like that. We have in the programming, I think, in such programming we have an exclamation P, or maybe you saw this, all of them, NP, negation P. So whatever we have means that we are dealing with the opposite of our things. If you say, for example, if you say Michelle PC run Linux, you can see what Michelle PC does not run Linux. So this is P, this is negation of P. Maybe you're surprised, I say, do we have, does the no. Just for example, to understand. In exam, we don't have something like that. We are going to deeply to something else, not the statement.
Oh, so that is negative?
Yeah, just negative. So here is called negation, okay? Negation. You can see from the table, fortunately, every statement that we get today, we have a negation, okay? For example, we have what? We have P, maybe proposition. Your proposition maybe has got two probability, right? The possibility for your proposition, maybe you tell me a statement, maybe you are right or wrong. Am I right? You say 1 plus 1, maybe true or false, is equal to 2, maybe true or false. So every proposition has got two, what do you call, two possibility, am I right? A single, I say a single proposition, okay. How about negation of P? If he is true, we say it's false. If it's false, we say true. And I think it's easy. Tamam? Good. Now we are going to talk about conjunction and disjunction. Conjunction, definition number 2 and definition number 3, we have disjunction. So we have a conjunction and disjunction. Sorry. When we have a conjunction, we mean and. And we can symbolize as like a, something like that, like a opposite V, upside down V, or you can say number 8 of Kurdish or Urdu or Arabic, right? And also we have disjunction, you can say or we can symbolize it as number 7, Kurdish number 7, Arabic number 7, whatever you have, or V. Clear? So the condition between two propositions, you look, when I have one single proposition, I have true and false. But when I have two propositions, P and Q, PQ, not and, just proposition PQ, how many possibility I have? Maybe both of them true. Maybe he is telling true, he is telling lie. Maybe opposite, maybe both of them. Am I right? So how we deal with this one? Each proposition has got 2 to power P to power 2. How many proposition? 2 to power 2. For example, if I have one proposition, I say 2 to power 2. 2. The basic is 2. If I have one proposition, I say 2 to power 1. If I have P and Q, means that 2 to power 2 is equal to 4. And you can see here's 4. How about if I have 3 propositions? If I have P, Q, R, I see 2 to power 3 is equal to 8. And later on, I'm going to show you in the table how to arrange it and organize them. You guys? Clear, one, yeah? Good. So, what we have here, you can see we are going to use some connections, some tools to deal with them. Here we have conjunction. Later on in the other table, we have this conjunction. Later on, we have a then. So you have to learn about the basics. This is very strong. I don't believe you if both of them not true. I don't believe you if both of them not true. I don't accept your statement if both of them not agree and come to me. For example, we have 2 students, P and Q. We say like that. Student number 1, student number 2. They came to me, they give me the news. They say, teacher, we are not good in that one. If both of them, they say we are not good, I believe them. If one of them say, for example, let me make it more real. 2 students come to me with a different cars. They came to me, they say there were no space to come to Komar. For example, the gate was blocked. So in that case, if both of them come to me, I believe them. But if one of them, at the same time, one of them say everything was normal, but I was late, and the other was, I say, so I'm not believe the second one, like that, and go on and go on. So in which case I have true. So if I have P, Q, true, false, true, false, look how I arrange it. Then if I have P and Q, I say only in this case I have true. The rest will be false. Clear? How about if I say P or Q? In that case, I say even one of them tell me truth, I agree. So you can see is a little bit flexible, right? It's not like a tough like and. So we have and conjunction, we have or disjunction, and here's the tables. Later on, if we have any things, we are going to use the negation or an and. We analyze them, we factor them to that one. You got it, guys?
Yes.
Is that clear? Is there anything to oh, good. Now I will leave the example just for read, not for the exam. And another things, so if you remember, we say proposition, we say negation, you remember, we say and, we say or, conjunction, disjunction, and now we have exclusive. The symbol is like that. So in that case, you can see from the symbol, in that case, what we have directly, you can go to the table to understand what's going on. Look at the table, guys. What we have in the table number 4. In case both of them true or both of them false, I'll get false. How about the rest? True. A little bit make you confused, but stay with it. When we wrote as a written, we say XOR. It's like that. Okay, guys? P XOR Q. Or exclusive. Or the symbol. Yes?
So like the symbol and XOR has no difference?
Yes. Has no
Difference.
Yeah. Now, conditional statements. So, after XOR number 6, conditional X. We say conditional. Conditional means that if, then. And I know you are familiar with it. Yes, Scott.
What about the table 5?
Going back to it. Table 5 dealing with the conditional. You know, in the program you are using if many times. Am I right? If the number are odd, give me that one. If the number are even, give me this output. If x less than 0, write fail. If, for example, if x less than 65, in our passing grade 65, write fail. If it's more than 65, 2 up, write pass. 1 year. If it's 90, write 9200, give A plus, I don't know, B plus. You remember. So we have conditions. We are using the conditions. So it's very important. Sometimes the condition is one side, from me to you. And sometimes both of them. I'm going to Kirkuk and coming back. I'm going to Holler and coming back. So if, then. So it's called if and only if. If and only if. So we have this one. Before I'm dealing with the if and only if, I'm going to here, to table number 5. So we have a conditional, which is called conditional statement. Sometimes we say P, later we have the words. P implies, P sufficient, we have the words. Let me start with this one. We have 2 propositions. You know how to make up 2 propositions, right? Hello? Good. And we have a conditional statement. So in which statement I will get false? Only in one. How? When the second one is false. So when true, give me true. True, false, only in this statement I'll get false. So careful. Kawata, in generally, when in P then Q I have false. If I ask you, I say in only one case, true, false. How about the rest?
They're true.
All true.
So Mr.
Yes.
If the second statement, for example, is false, that means automatically false?
Yeah, exactly. No. If the second false, no. How about if here is false? Look. Careful, right? If the second false, but the first true, then you'll get false. Only one case. So no worries, we will use them, you will use to. You will use to use them like that. You understand. Just the first day may be a little bit confusing. It's okay. At home, I know, just read 2 times, you'll control all of them. It's not easy. But you have to write and you have to compare, okay? So how many concepts I got today? 6 right now. But all of them easy, and later on we can review it if you didn't get it. Now, in the text, when you are reading the story, when you are reading the any books, any news things, we have a if then. They say sometimes, for example, we say, if there's a raining, then I'm gonna bring umbrella. Where's P? Raining. Where's Q? Umbrella. Clear? So during the text we have if then. So when I have if, I'm going to check where's then. If the number is prime, then go to step number 6. Step 6. So what we have? P, then Q. Regard, guys? So what did I do? If it's raining, then I will bring umbrella. So now what's important for me? How I analyze this text. If then. So I say there's P, there is Q. And I don't care. I put it to the computer and don't care what's going on. Understood? So that's what we have. So it's very important when you have a text, you see where's the condition if and then. Okay, guys? Because we try to recognize where's P, where's Q. Because sometimes make you dizzy. We'll reverse the text. How? Or sometimes instead of that one we say if, comma, Q. Or P is sufficient for Q. So what did I do? I highlight the most common things for you. Instead of P then Q, we have many words to present that statement. So what we have? We have P is sufficient for Q. In the other side as well, sometimes we say P implies. P implies. P approach to Q. P implies. Or we say P only if. Or we say Q. What did I do? Q whenever P. Q whenever P. Look. I say I will bring umbrella whenever it's raining. What did I do? I don't say this is PQ. No. Because we have whenever. Whenever means that P then Q. Okay? Understood, guys? Who didn't get it? Please let me know. Good. So you didn't get it? Just manipulating with the word. Like what? Like for example, I have if, box, then text. Okay? Let me say text 1, text 2. Is that clear for you? Raining, umbrella. Okay? Do you agree with me? Okay. Also, I can express this sentence by another way. How? I say umbrella. Sorry, give me 1 sec. I say umbrella whenever raining. So in that case, I don't say this one is P and Q. I don't say this is P. No, I say this is Q, this is P. Can you imagine? It's clear for you? Let me make it as a red to be more effective. We have P, Q. How about here? Q, P. Why? Because I used whenever. So whenever will replace the F and Q, P and Q, sorry. Clear, guys? Okay. Still we don't do anything. Just I give you the concepts. I didn't do anything. I cannot give you the quiz or test right now because I don't have anything. Okay? The material is just information. For example, if I want to recognize where's P and Q, can you select where's the P in this sentence, the highlighted one? Yes?
100% on the final is P.
Is P.
And then you'll get an A is Q.
That's what. How? Because we have if, then. Am I right? That's it. Easy one, yeah? Hello? Good. I'm gonna leave this example for you. Look, let me see. Look. Read this one at home. Read this one at home. Okay? And you can see the highlighted. Bash. Do you have any question? During the exam, I'm not gonna bring the text like that. Just for you, that one. Just make you to understand later with the codes, with the maths, with the computers, okay? But at the beginning, we start with a sentence, small sentence, like a raining. If you study hard, you will pass. If you study hard, then you will pass. If, then, that's it. Okay. Now we are going to increase our concepts, increase our information about this subject. Number 7, 8, and 9. Converse, contrapositive and inverse. Contra, positive, and inverse. So what do you mean by this one? When I say this is the converse to my word, what do you mean? For example, you can see the highlighted one. All 3 cases I select with a different color to understand what's going on, to help you to get earlier. So what we have here, the proposition we have PQ is called converse. So we have like that. You remember, we have P, then Q. Do you agree with me? Then, when I say converse means that Q, then P. I'll just review it. If I give you the sentence, if I say, if it's raining, then I'll bring umbrella. If I say, make a converse of this one, you say, I'll bring the umbrella, then it's raining. Do not get about the logic or not, just make it. Okay? Understood what I say? Okay. This is the first one. The second one, we have contrapositive. Contrapositive. We say negation Q will give me negation P. Look. Look here, look at here. This is called contrapositive. يعني chi. We say, if it's raining, I'll get umbrella. Adi give me the contrapositive. Yes?
I will get an umbrella if it's raining.
I will not get umbrella. Negation. If I will not bring the umbrella, it will not be raining. It's not raining. You get, guys? Shall I repeat it?
Yes, please.
Okay. We say if it's raining, I'll bring umbrella. We agree with that one. Okay. So what's that? Negation Q means that negation umbrella. Then
Negative.
exactly negative. Negation of raining. So I will not bring umbrella. Then it's not raining. Do you agree with me right now? I think you are a little bit late for the negative. That's you didn't come. Yeah, that's understood, guys? Good. The third one, inverse. For inverse, you can see we have what? Negation P, negation Q. Directly, negation P, negation Q. It's not raining. It's not raining. I will not bring umbrella. Clear? Hello? So the important thing what we have, the first statement, then how I play with it. How I play with them. What's the, for example, what's the requirement? The teachers ask you about what? From now we start. The teachers say, for example, what do you call? The converse or inverse or contrapositive. Which one? For example, if I say converse, you will make it like that. If I say contrapositive, you will make it like that. If I say inverse, you will make it like that. Understood, guys? Hello? Good. At home, go write this one. Even I'm gonna share this handwriting with you, but as I told you, you have to do it by yourself, and to see is very easy. You need 2 times, no worries, no more. Bash. Now, it's your turn. If a CPU overheat, then the system shut down. Another example. If the CPU overheat, then the system shut down. Right? Where's P?
CPU.
And I wrote CUP. Okay. CPU. Okay. Where's Q?
Shutting down.
Shutting down. It's very good. The system shutting down. That's what. So it's very important to highlight your P and Q. So here's my P. Here's my Q. Tamam? Okay. I ask you to find the converse.
It will shut down the PCU.
If the CPU
The CPU.
overheat. One, yeah? Look. If the system shut down, then the CPU overheated. Am I right? You get, guys? Clear? Shall I repeat it? Good. How about if I ask you about contrapositive? Yalla.
Shut down.
The system won't shut down if the CPU does not overheat.
You get, guys? We will check. Second one, inverse. If the CPU doesn't overheat, negation P, then what? Sorry, this is the inverse. Like, where's the contrapositive? Here's the contrapositive. If the system does not shut down, negation Q, then the CPU does not overheat, negation P. Am I right? How about the inverse? You can see from here. Understood, guys?
Yes.
By the way, this example, I used the AI. It was the first time I just like to use the AI, and I like a memory, like something. I use it. It was very nice. Understood?
Yes.
Good. Go home if you didn't get it. Use the AI. Say, give me the proposition and P and Q, and make a converse invertive. I will give many examples. Otherwise, you can use the video again and again. Watch it. Otherwise, come to me and ask me more. What did we get? I think 9 concepts. What was the proposition? What was the, what do you call, the and or, and the other things. And here's many example on the converse and inverse. Now we have biconditional. As I told you, you are going to Howler, from here to Howler, from here to Kirkuk is if then. Am I right? How about if you come back, you return? 2-way, one, yeah? 1-way, 2-way. You are even in the airplane when you have a ticket, 1-way, 2-way. So how about in the other side? In that case, we have 2 false. Can you imagine why? For at the beginning, we have this one, and we say, if I have, let me write for you. We say true, 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 false, false, true, false, false. If you remember, when you say P then Q, we got what? We say only one case is false. Do you remember? The rest are true. How about if I go like that?
It becomes only one true.
When? No, all of them true. Why? Yalla, give me this case.
True, true, false.
Sorry. There's not appearing the other. Now, right now, Allah. Sorry?
True, true, false, true.
True, true, false, You are right. Why? As I said, first true, we don't care. First true, we don't care. We care about that one. You remember, if the first one is true, the second one is false, then I will get false. Okay? If you're confused, do it again. Come back to here with the blue. We say in one case we will get false. What was that case? If the first one true, the second one false. Am I right? Hello? How about if I'm using the other ittijah, the other direction? When I will get? In my mind, I say if I have P, then if the first true but the second false, then I will get false. Which one is the first true and the second false? Down only. So I will get only one case. True, true. Sorry. True, true will give me true. False, true, it's okay. Her true. How about true, false? I'll get false and I'll get true. Am I right? Jamaat? Guys? Clear? Tamam? Right now. What did I do? I just changed the location of P and Q. You can manipulate with it. Good. Now, what else? So if I make these conditions together, it's called bicondition. Both of them PQ, like that. So in that case, I'll get false, false, true. Okay? False of here, I'll get what? I'll get true. So briefly, Jare, briefly, later on I'm gonna solve this one by another way. Briefly, we will get two false, or I can say I will get true when both of them the same. This is where, when I have bicondition. What is the bicondition? It's called if and only if. If and only if. Two way. One way if then bu. Two way if and only if. Basha Kaki Jan? Good. Here's the name: conjunction, disjunction, implication, implies, negation, biconditional, the symbols, the things that we have. So we have a biconditional, and here's the table of it. So Marbubachi, if you remember, Buba 10, you can say 10, but really is not 10, but it's okay. 10 if and only if. Okay? 10 concepts, 10 tables, let me say 10 things that I have. Before I start the compound, who has the questions? Who didn't get it? And by the way, you have to collect your mobile. Thank you. Who else? Table? Yes, Mr. Chow. I'll share. How comes? Awa? No worries, I'm gonna share. The video guy, you can use it. Or if you like it, take a picture, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, that's such. And maybe I share the old lectures. Maybe. Okay, no worries. Who else? Any question, guys?
It's very clear.
Clear, good. You want to review all these concepts, or it's clear?
It's clear.
Good. What do you mean by compound? What do you mean by compound propositions? I want to see how many minutes we are recording. 34, good. Let me post it for upload is better.